This is episode 386, recorded September 30th, 2016. Packard pokes at, okay, let's talk Nerd Warrior. Respect my Authoratay!
What time is it? It's Packard pokes at time. Hat? Check. Shirt? Check. Pants? Optional. Mug? Double check. Check us out at cafepress.com/PackardPokesAt where you can get all this great merchandise and more.
Do you like Packard Pokesat and want to hear it on demand and on the go? Download the free app today at Stitcher.com. Available on iOS, Android, Nook, and iPad.
This is Packard Pokesat, and I'm poking at your news.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another fine edition of Packard Pokesat. I am your immutable and unmutable host, Packard Sonic. And joining us tonight from the far west coast is Connie, Practical Magic 9.
Packard, did I ever tell you that you're my hero?
Oh, well, that's great. And joining us from the ill that is Illinois, and just south of me is Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist.
That would be me.
Yes, and he doesn't spin a web either. And joining us from the far east coast, and just to the south, is Sophane and Pat from Poison the Well.
You can call me for Pat. It's cool.
I almost called you Fat Pat for some
Pat.
reason.
I don't like it.
I almost called you Fat Pat.
That's fine.
I get that a lot.
Yeah, mainly because you call yourself Fat Pat.
Well,
Fatty.
Fat Fane.
I don't like it.
The name of our child.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's too on the nose.
It's too in the nose, dude.
Well, tonight we're going to be talking about Nerd Warrior.
I think we should go Tina Turner go, we don't need another hero. We don't need another way.
Stop it.
I can't stop.
You-
Tina's,
I know.
Tina's in my blood, dude. He about to go Ike Turner on me, dude. Beat me with a shoe.
Because once he starts Tina Turner, it doesn't fucking stop.
Eat the cake, Tina. Eat the cake. Domestic abuse. This is hilarious.
Oh, well.
Reported. We just got reported by
Yeah,
you.
it's flagged.
Yes, that's the big problem. YouTube makes changes. There's no denying that. But now they've got this whole heroes thing, which is kind of got their panties in a wad, because they come on here and they make videos because they don't have a job. And this is their job, is to make videos.
Yeah,
So,
it's awesome.
the fact is that...
I can't wait to do that.
Me too. I don't know if it'll ever happen, because I recently joined a network not that long ago, and I had my first less than 50 cents payoff for 2 months' work. Yay! I'm on my way to Easy Street.
Crushing it. You can almost get a gumball now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. And then I'll just blow the whole load at one time. But
That's what I'm known for. First one to the finish wins. Right, ladies? Try to beat me. Beat my time.
Good luck.
But one of the things is, I've watched a lot of videos, and some people have been saying that they don't have enough people to do the job, like typing in what everybody's saying. You know, if you go to a video, it's like, okay, it's the closed captioning.
Subtitles.
The subtitling, yes.
And closed caption, yeah.
Yes. And,
Or even translations in other languages.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't have enough people to do this, and sometimes the machines can't catch all the words, like...
Yeah, it gets confused and it starts making no gibberish.
Exactly. And some people are like wondering, like if you watch like CNN or something, and you see the scroll bar going across the bottom, and sometimes it mishears a word, and you think you said door, and it says floor or words like that. And the thing is, they're not getting paid to do this. They are not getting paid to do this, any of this. However, there's a lot of speculation based on what they put out on their first video, which they suddenly changed at the last minute without changing the URL or deleting the old video and put it. And
Yeah, because they can
both.
do that. They can make edits on their video and keep
Yeah, that was slick, dude.
It
That was
was
super slick, and I wish I could do that because I would change all of our old videos to great ones.
better.
like PewDiePie's videos.
I wish I could do that too, because there's like stuff I want to put in there, and it's like, no, you can't do this because there's audio on there that you can't. That's copyrighted. It's like I've never been flagged for copyright on that for any of those videos.
God knows I have.
Yeah, you can't remove those videos anyway because if you dare re-upload.
No.
Holy shit, dude. The wrath of YouTube is upon you. The subscribers will just go freak out. So they could stealth upload. Very crafty of them.
Yes, it was very
feature
crafty.
which they would let us have.
Now, one of the things was in the original video, at about the 22-second mark, 23-second mark, it says in the picture there, it says, report negative content. There'll be links here at the bottom in the crotch bar at
level 3.
Yeah, level 3.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, that's the level you want to get to.
Yeah. and then they changed it so it says report inappropriate videos accurately. Wait a minute. What the fuck is inappropriate? Who's to say what is inappropriate?
Yeah, now you're letting the SJWs, because they're going to be the high end of that mark, everything's going to be inappropriate.
Well, I think it's different for everybody. I mean, because the anti-SJWs don't think they won't go to war.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, everybody's in for it. But yeah, there's... The inappropriate is... Well, I don't know, shit. What am I talking about? Pretty much everything I fucking say is inappropriate. That's my mother.
You've been to this show too, right?
Inappropriate too.
Yeah. This whole everything that's on this show is inappropriate. One of our largest videos on the show, we talked just off the cuff. We weren't even making real strong arguments against this one video about where we talked about
a year ago.
Yeah, not even a year ago. It was about a haunted house. You know, how it got destroyed and everything. We were just making fun of it. It was a light story. And it got blown up, and the most dislikes on the videos are on that one because all these haters come on. It's like, oh, haunted houses are real and shit like that. And it's like, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. If this thing goes through, which they probably are doing, all I have to do is just get one person with a wild hair up his ass who believes in haunted houses and shit, and he's going to go, it's like, oh, flagged. And then
if they work themselves up to level 3, they can be a tyrant.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't got to level 4 yet.
Yeah, apparently level 4 is where you actually get to talk to YouTube. So you can start screwing up YouTube at level 3 before you actually have to have any responsibility to talking to anybody.
Exactly.
But YouTube already promises for their content creators that they can contact them, and I guess they're very unreachable. You know, I mean, they get automated response. You know, people who create big videos, they get automated responses a lot of times. So that's
all the times.
Yeah, we're a small channel. I mean, we are a very small channel here, but trying to get a hold of anybody is next to impossible because apparently we don't bring in enough revenue for them for us to matter.
That's right.
It's like having the worst salesman come to you like, hey, I have a problem with the company. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah. Sorry. Your problem should be that you're still here.
Yeah.
Check out our website.
Clean out your desk.
Your call is very important to us. And meanwhile, in the background, you hear a really scratchy version of the girl from Ipanema, 20 minutes later.
Have you seen our FAQ page on our website? See if that answers any of your problems.
Right.
Because I'm not going to talk to you.
The problem with your video was one of these 8 things. Good luck.
Right. Yeah, if you're not PewDiePie, we're not answering the damn phone.
Sorry,
yeah,
we
no
only
shit.
have one line, and he's on it all the fucking time.
It's like Amway. Oh,
yes. Now, Dawkins from the chat room says YouTube is getting more puritanical as Facebook is getting increasingly lax about what it allows.
Dude, Facebook is the wild fucking west. You could steal content. You could fucking repurpose content. And fucking do whatever the fuck you want over there. There's no fucking systems to shut you down.
I can post all sorts of horrible videos, and they're totally about it.
Yeah, but also I don't understand their monetization, so what's the fucking
there's no way to get paid.
Right. Miss Anonymous from the chat room says censorship won't fly with the creators. Never does when they try. Now,
she's got a good point.
Yeah, now the thing is though, because YouTube is a separate company, and they can say this is what we want on their channel and what we don't want on our channel. They have that right. If they were like mandated by the government to be or a government entity, then they couldn't do that. Because the freedom of speech would be there. But technically, they don't even have to allow any of us on there, to be honest.
I mean, I get it. They do have the right to monitor. It's their website. Google owns it. They can put whatever they want to. If they think that it's not eating up free speech, it's if I own a company and every day you want to run in and just start shouting anti-Semitic or racial epithets, at some point I'm just going to decide, I know, it's kind of your thing. If I suddenly decide, like, this is kind of bad for my business to have this guy in here, I'm going to stop him.
Yeah.
And that's up to me. And I get that. So when they first were starting to do the whole monetization and demonetizing stuff, that's fine. They weren't taking away your free speech, but they just weren't going to pay you for saying it anymore.
Right.
Which is fine. And I still agree with it. The problem with the Heroes thing is now I'm panicked that you'll just lose your damn channel, so that you're losing free speech at that point where you can't say anything.
No, you're right. Yeah. I totally get that. That's where I'm concerned with, because atheism is very big on YouTube, and the Christians fucking hate us for that. They think that everything is within their domain. And I'm just waiting for somebody to come along who has a wild hair up his ass and he has a cross halfway shoved up his ass as well, and come along our channel who can't fight back against something like that and say, hey, I don't like the fact that you're talking bad about my religion. Gone.
Yeah, if Vigilant Christian Mario decided to just go on like a spamming spree, we're all dead.
Yeah, the thing is, though, tell me if anybody agrees with me, if, let's just say, an atheist got up there, and let's just say he got a wild hair up his or hers ass.
That never happens.
No, that never happens. Yeah, let's just say that they did. And they went up to somebody Christian's video, like, I'm not even sure who's all out there, but let's just say that it's a very popular Christian channel, and they're saying very anti-science stuff, very, just way like crazy ass shit, and like they flag that, and what's that?
Like the Green Party?
Yeah, like the Green Party, and they say some crazy ass shit, and they get, so you know what? I'm gonna flag this, get rid of this off YouTube, and how much you want to bet dollar to donuts they're going to come back and say, religious persecution?
Yeah.
Oh, you bet.
And
that's the move.
Yeah, and then they would get, then YouTube would go, oh, shit, yeah, you're right. We'll put it on there, and then they will protect them from ever being flagged ever again, and then all religions that, no matter what they are, will never be able to be flagged ever again.
When can we start shouting non-religious persecution?
Everybody's ideas are equal, right?
What's that, Connie?
No, because we're all special snowflakes, and everybody needs to be protected.
I'm just wondering if that's going to be the case. Is this going to be something that is going to? Is something like that going to happen? I'm just wondering if something like that might generally come down the road.
I mean,
it's easy to speculate. That's a fair enough speculation, but
it could. But and I have to believe at some point. YouTube won't be the only player in the market, and I will say other platforms right now do not cut it. Vimeo and what's Daily Motion? What a fucking turd that is.
Yeah, if someone could get to the size that YouTube is getting and still monetize, but not put all the regulations that, because that's the thing. YouTube has like everything beats their terms of service. Like everything, I would say 99% of the videos that are posted, something will break terms of service. So anybody can take down any video or flag any video for any particular reason because there'll be something in it that warrants taking down, which is turning into an SJW camp where it's got to be a safe space.
Yeah, but I feel like Miss Anonymous is right. I feel like they will have to pull back here. This will start happening. When you become less free than broadcast television, there's a fucking issue.
Oh yeah,
that's what made YouTube
right.
cool.
Yeah,
is that it was a little more freeing than broadcast.
Oh yeah, because this is the internet, and the internet is still kind of the Wild West, as it were. We are allowed to swear because we're not under FCC rule. We're not broadcasting directly into people's living rooms on a nightly basis.
Right.
But they still have the option to either watch us or not.
That's my thing is I can click over one tab and get to porn. Why are you so worried about me saying fuck too many times?
Exactly.
That's really true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is porn on YouTube. It's just not monetized, and it's a little difficult to find, but you can find it there.
Nice. Well, I'll have to get some of your searching tips later.
I have some awesome searching tips.
Hey, when I die, do not delete my history. Look that shit up. I got the best shit.
My browser history will make some people's computers melt.
I'm just going to send my browser history to my grandmother.
There you
go. Tomorrow.
Dude, and the thing is, people think that you're joking, and that's the kind of shit you would do to your grandmother. She's such a sweet lady,
I know.
and you torture her.
Right.
She loves the attention.
Now, Mahana, I'm Mahana 3. I apologize if I mispronounced that.
Oh, I think it's Mina. Mina 3.
Mina says, I think it's aimed at kids to try to teach them how to flag in a Pavlovian way.
Pavlovian.
A Pavlovian way.
Pavlov's dog.
Like Pavlov's dog, yeah.
And he salivates.
Yeah. Ring a bell. It's like, oh, yeah, you hear a bell, ding, flag, ding, flag.
Yeah, just instead of a bell, it's fuck.
They're not actually taking in what the video is about. They're just waiting for something that breaks the rule. Flag. I got more points.
It doesn't even matter because, like, with mass flagging, that's the feature that's the most disturbing.
It's terrifying.
Because
it is.
You're not going to watch those videos. You could just select them right from the window. Select all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I handle my emails. Select all, delete.
Jenny McDermott's going to shut us down so fast.
Oh, she fucking hates us.
She loves us, dude.
Yeah, no, I agree. They don't even have to look at the video. You're just like, okay, well, this is a whole content of all this person that I don't like, and he swore on one, so what's the chances that he swears on something else? Even if it's just, let's just say that when I first started doing the show, I would go through and I would take out, because it was just audio at the time, I would actually go out and I would actually beep out the voice, the swears and everything like that. And I would try to encourage everybody, like, try not to swear because you're fucking making it goddamn hard on me.
Fuck that.
But after I did this for 50 shows, it's like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. We're just gonna put up the explicit tag and be done with it. And they should know that this is an explicit podcast at that point. And
yeah, but they want to make it the safe place for everybody to come and play, right?
Right. And that's the thing is, I don't want this to be a safe space for any one person. This is a channel for open ideas and free thought. At least I like to try to make it that way anyway.
I'm surprised they haven't required people to offer two versions of the video, the explicit and the family safe version.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was my career.
Yeah, ours would just sound like it would like.
Shouldn't we question the parenting skills of people who would offer our content, to children?
If people are offering my content to children, I have serious...
There's certain videos that are fine. It's
we
the
have
tech stories.
Yeah, we have tech stories, yeah. Now, Torvian from the chat room says, using one specific word in your video tags will auto-remove your monetization when...
Yeah, we know that was
a funny story.
Yeah.
Funny story. We ran into that with the video that actually Miss Anonymous was in.
Yeah.
We did the Marina Joyce video, and this was really early on the...
before everybody got upset. We were one of the first victims.
Well, we were the first one, and we couldn't figure out why we got demonetized. We're like, what happened? Because it was monetized?
Yeah, so he started blaming me for cursing too much.
Because you did cuss a lot.
I know, but I was mad.
I know, I get it. You're playing the character.
But yeah, so it turns out what we got, our video got flagged for is one of the tags I'd put in there was ISIS because part of the thing with Marina Joyce is people thought she was kidnapped by ISIS. It wasn't there was nothing in there that gave any opinion on ISIS. It was just that Marina Joyce was kidnapped by ISIS, so that was part of our bit. I mentioned ISIS in the keywords, and we got flagged and lost our money to our most successful video ever.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, I can't believe they did that. I've gone through. We covered a story a while back about how this girl she committed suicide. She was on Periscope, and she jumped in front of a fucking train. We showed no video of it. We just talked about it, and we had just like a girl, committed suicide, and the whole show was demonetized. I was like, what the fuck? And I tried changing. I had the thumbnail change. There's a channel out there on YouTube where you can, or page anyway. You can go, hey, I got demonetized. No fucking goddamn good reason. Now, the bigger channels, like, I don't know, say TYT or shit like that, they go out and they show the fucking videos. And I've never seen it. I don't know if their videos ever get demonetized for that shit. But could you imagine if someone with, like, got a wild hair up their ass? Because if you ever read the comment section, like on TYT, for example, they got a lot of people who just fucking hate that channel because they are so big. And you get somebody in there with a flagging situation, and they could just go, I hate you, and you're gone.
That's what I'm saying.
Talking to you, flag monkeys.
It almost scares you to want to, like, if you get too big, you're like, all I'm doing is putting a bigger target on my back.
Exactly. I'm wondering, maybe this is a better place to be as far as being mostly unknown and not a really super big channel like PewDiePie, for example.
Yeah, but he could call me like, hey, my shit's cool, right? They're like, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can get unflagged. He couldn't lose his channel. Because there's no one even close to his size of a channel.
No, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's so handsome. I fucking hate everything about him.
I don't like it. It's boring crap. I can't stand it.
No, it's got entertainment value, dude. His newer videos are pretty funny, man. His skit. Look, there's a lot of reasons to fucking hate him, dude.
I've still never seen his videos. I've still never seen any of his videos.
Well, don't if you want to feel good about yourself. He's handsome and funny and rich. God, everything I wish I was.
Miss Anonymous says mass flagging campaigns were a huge problem back in the atheist days.
Back in the atheist days, did we miss it?
This is the atheist day. We're still happening.
No, I know what she's saying, though. Is back in the big wars between atheists and the Christian apologists.
Yeah.
Back before we were like, okay, we declared that Christians lost, and we moved on to that literally the hardest religion to do funny bits about.
Quran and
Islam is
so
not funny. There's no videos to respond to where you could do like our channel. Islam is impossible to fucking tackle
because it's not hilarious.
I have seen a few people put up Islamic videos and people that they make an argument and then they go, yeah, no, this is wrong and this is why it's wrong. I personally don't know enough about the religion to do that, something like that. So
that's why we actually kind of got hung up with. First off, there was only one Muslim video that's funny enough that we would react to, which is the drinking your dad's semen video.
With I've seen that one.
And that's the only funny video. I was like, well, we can't do that now. It's so deep into
No, we can't do it now because it just furthers the meme that we're gay. We can't do any bits about drinking semen.
Yeah, it's not going to play well. Because the joke, never mind, I won't get into it. I just wanted to have a refrigerator just full
of cum. That would take us weeks.
Not real cum, dude. You don't have to keep squeezing that. And weeks. How much time do you have?
I've been working on that gallon under my fucking bathroom sink for a month.
That was almond milk. I thought that was almond milk. I've been putting it on a cereal.
You don't even if you're doing that for a month, you don't even have a job anymore. It's like, oh my god, just wake up in the morning and do that. And it's like that takes a lot.
I have to get one of those milking machines. I don't have the arm strength, dude.
Nobody has that kind of arm strength. Not even me.
Called Packarized. See what I did there?
I see what you did there. Puns are funny.
Now, one of the other things is in the original video, they originally said help moderate community content. That means if you go through a video, let's just say that they like the video and they don't mass flag it because whatever, and it's the channel that they like, and then you get the people in there that say, hey, you're wrong about this, and here, this is why you're wrong. And they go, well, I don't agree because I believe in young earth creationism, for example, and I don't like your evidence and because it counters what I believe. So I decide to remove all this comment and all these all the evidence.
The conversation.
And the conversation is like, what the hell happened? And then you get into this whole conversation with the original poster is like, hey, I didn't delete anything. I don't know what happened to it. And then that makes everybody look bad because they think, oh, well, you didn't delete your own comment or the
because that was one of the things that made YouTube kind of cool in the first place is that it was an open forum that you're allowed to start conversations and have these conversations. But now it's like they're allowing anybody that wants a gun to go out and shut down conversations that they don't like.
Exactly. And then they changed it on the video, and this is like at the 58-second mark, and then it says help moderate content in the YouTube Heroes community. So they kind of like, oh, well, that sounds really vague. We better just switch it over here, over the top to this one here. So this way
that's a thing on YouTube already, that it's wickedly hard to find, I guess. And it's within, I'm trying to think of what it was called. I'm sorry, I've watched too many videos about this. But it's already something within YouTube, within, their community of, I don't know, flaggers or something.
Well, you can set moderators
those
for
dirty
your channel.
flaggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, moderators. And so it's just a comment section. It's just a discussion section. That's all that is. They're making it sound like it's a really great thing, but it's just within the community. So the really big thing, though, is that mass flagging thing. And here's the thing about that. I go, okay, a lot of the reassurance is that all of these flagging, all of these moderating flagging things will be reviewed, but in the time that they're being reviewed, the person that got that flag, they're not being monetized, and that video isn't earning something for them, and I'm like, and they have to dispute it.
Yeah.
Or wait until somebody looks at it, and I'm going, this is the problem. This is because, Jason Opinionville did a video, and they said that what this is really about is YouTube getting a massive army of people to just do their work for them.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, and it's just so bogus, because if they're not going to be able to respond to this, that YouTube is bigger than the heads can even monitor.
Right.
And all it takes is a few people with an axe to grind.
Yes.
And we already know what the flagging wars, and the bot wars and everything have done. And this is so bogus. This is just.
People will be talking about this, saying, do you remember where you were in the flagging wars of YouTube in 2016?
It's going to be like Purge.
Yeah, I remember.
We're just going to have a Purge thing. Everyone's going to go out and just start bashing each other with bats.
Now, I'm going to show this up on the screen here. Now, this is the video here. Well, not the video itself, but I took a screenshot just before the show started.
Yeah, I apologize. I was not able to find the original. I could only find ones that people had mashed together.
Yeah, now this is a screenshot from where it says getting started with the YouTube Heroes here. Now I've cut off the part where how many views it's had and how many people have flagged it one way or the other, downvoted or upvoted it. Now this channel alone has over 3 million subscribers. So could you imagine if all these people who are subscribed to this channel, the chances of that every person that's subscribed to this channel is going to sign up for this is kind of low. But let's just say half. Let's just say half. We'll put half of that camp in the religious nut job, just in the Christians, and then another quarter in the Muslim ones, and then you got your whatever's left after that. And the people are just, like, okay, I just want to flag up cat videos or whatever. I don't like cats, I don't like dogs, so I'm just going to concentrate on those.
Whoa, that is too far.
Yeah. No,
puppies?
Yeah, they're gonna kill the puppies. No.
Damn you to heck.
But the thing is here, and I'm going to show this right now, and now this is going to sound like an argument from Ad Populum, but I'm just going to show this. That how much?
Oh, don't use the but. That negates your argument.
I know. I'm just saying. This is how many people actually down-thumbed this video. Now, this video had almost as many views as there are subscribers to the channel. So that gives you an idea of how many people actually watched the video versus how many people actually just subscribe. The video has obviously more downvotes. It's as 845,193 downvotes and only 25,501 upvotes as a time.
Yeah, but
before the broadcast.
Every one of those 25,000,
that's the upvotes. That's our heroes right there.
Those are the heroes right there.
That's them. I see you, motherfuckers. But it's almost the most disliked video on YouTube, even though the new, what was it, Battlefront? No, not the new Battlefront.
It was COD.
Yeah, the new Call of Duty got more downvotes.
Yeah. Now, the thing is here...
second.
Now, if we're looking at this number here, of all those views, the 25,501 people who upvoted this video, I would gather at least 75% of those. I'm just pulling a number out of my ass here. About 75% of those people that have upvoted this are probably going to sign up for that. So if 75% of 25,000 is, I don't know, is that like about 18,000 roughly? I don't,
45 million. I don't do math.
I don't do math. I don't know.
Either.
I don't do a math. But that's the thing is, if we're going with this number here.
Tom, do you do math?
I try not to.
Sorry.
So we're looking at maybe
what percentage is that of that? 25 goes into 29 once. Never mind. We're not going to sit here.
I'm not going to sit here and worry about it.
Sorry.
But the thing is, though, if with that number there, at least 75%, maybe between 50 and 75% of those people who thumb up this video obviously think this is a good idea, and they're probably going to go, you know what, I'm going to sign up for this. And there's your percentages of where you got your nutballs, and then your...
What percentage of those are just doing it because, I just want to make it better? And then what percentage of those want to do in this because they have an axe to grind? And how many people does it take to fuck up the machinery?
Exactly.
Of that. It doesn't take that... I'm going to argue it doesn't take
a small wrench to fuck up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stuff your stocking with Packard Pokesat merchandise this holiday season. Give your honey a hoodie. Give your mama a mug of Christmas cheer. Let Packard Pokesat help you find that last-minute holiday gift. By shopping at cafepress.com/Packard Pokesat, you not only fill your holiday shopping list, you help support the show.
Contact us by email at ppappodcast@gmail.com or on Twitter as @PackardPokesat. Like us on Facebook.com/PackardPokesat. Call our Google Voice and leave a message at 662-709-PPAP or 662-709-7727, and we will respond to it on the show. Friday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. Join us live at vonlive.tv/PackardPokesat. During the show, you can share your thoughts with us by calling 857-216-3200 using PIN number 35368 or on uberconference.com/PackardPokesat. For links to the stories, visit our show page at packardpokesat.wordpress.com. You can help support the show by purchasing merchandise from cafepress.com/PackardPokesat or make a donation to the show at patreon.com/PackardPokesat. If you can't afford any money, why not share the show with your friends and rate us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Spreaker, and on YouTube. For everyone that shares and rates us, you kick ass.
The Atheists,
the Bible,
and No Wardrobe, the podcast.
Wait a minute. No wardrobe? You mean we're going to be naked while we do this?
Well, seeing how I'm an atheist and I'm reading the Bible, and since clothes are flammable... Fire! 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 I thought it might be a good idea to take them all off first.
Naked or not, follow along as we read, analyze, and try to keep you from falling asleep as we go through this boring-ass book.
Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spreaker. Who knows? We may even be on YouTube someday.
YouTube, but YouTube has a history of just listening to what the creators say, hey, we need this. You know, they needed a way, as I understand it, they need a way to help monitor channel and content and, you know, and comments and things like that. And YouTube said, okay, well, we're just going to take this out of the hands of the creators and we're just going to put it in the hands of the bot, the people who would rather make a bot or, who have an axe to grind.
Yeah.
And this is it's like, no, who want to censor. Some of my favorite videos about this, just real quick, one of my favorite videos was a music video and another video where they compared this. Okay, it's an argument at Hitler, but they compared this to Nazi Germany. And I'm like, yes, this is exactly where I go in my head. This sounds really bad.
I used to listen to this one particular podcast, and he would say certain words. And somebody had wrote into him and said, yeah, it was a very popular podcast. And he said, well, when you say these certain words, I made a special program. So when it hears this particular word from you, it automatically cuts it out. So this way, when I go to listen to it later, I don't hear those words anymore. I don't remember what it was. It was like, it could have been anything like salad or it doesn't matter. So could you imagine if somebody makes up a bot that goes through the YouTube channels and says, hey, this person said fuck or ass or pussy or any word that they didn't like, and it's like,
haha, we never say pussy, we always say cock.
Right.
Oh, God damn it.
I know.
And all they have to do is just make this bot and say, okay, boom. What happens when it starts false flagging stuff where it's like, it says something, someone says the word pussy cat, and it's like, oh, I heard the word pussy, and boom, gone. There was no, that's not a swear. The word pussy in itself shouldn't be a swear, but it's a matter of context, of course.
Well, the overreach of YouTube and the overreaction of most of the public.
Yeah.
It's just YouTube is erring on the side of caution.
Yeah.
It might offend somebody, so let's take the safe route and just take it down.
Yeah. Torvin from the chat room said, this person said Packard, demonetize now!
That's what happened with us and Joey Salads. We got demonetized immediately because we did a video about Joey Salads.
Yeah.
Right.
And they didn't look at it, and then when they finally looked at it, they're like, we can kind of fuck you because you can't do anything.
Yeah,
about
that's because that whole people think that there's a like if somebody takes your monetization that there's this system where that you appeal that decision and that someone at YouTube is going to review your video and say no, this is fair use. That is not the case.
No, it goes
when
right
you
back
appeal,
to who flagged you.
It goes back to who flagged you.
Yep.
And so you write them a letter saying, no, I didn't do it. And then they're like, nah.
That's like
and
when
so
the mom
then
hands
you
down
can
the
do it.
punishment, and then you have to go back to mom and beg. You go back to the judge that
Yep.
slap the gavel down and go, like, please.
Yeah, but then you could do it one more time. But if you go one more time
They
and
can
then they
strike it.
say no, then your channel gets a fucking
Yes,
strike.
I
so the guy who
had
flags you gets to do that.
Actually, I actually had one video I contested on those grounds that it was fair use, and that's exactly what it was. It went to the person who said, "Yeah, no, I don't care," and I'm going to flag. And I got that same thing. If you put it again through, and they say no again, I'm like, then you'll get a strike against your channel, and you can never have it removed. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just take the fucking video down. And so far, I have removed only 2 videos so far, just for that fucking reason, because I don't want to get it flagged, and I don't want my channel flagged. And otherwise, I'm fucking gone. And I'm not that big enough where I can go, yeah, you're wrong, and I can fight this, but I can't. I don't have the resources to do so.
Or the time, or, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, we left ours up just because, you know what, Joey? You can have it. It's a funny bit.
Actually, Joey's one started messaging us.
Yeah, Joey Salads was actually defending us.
Because he had no control over it. It was his network.
It was his network, his MCN. And so those guys are fucking dicks.
Yeah.
And I subscribe to them on Twitter, or I follow them on Twitter now. Yeah, because, and then they just flaunt the money. They go out and race fancy cars and do all this shit. And I'm like, oh, goddamn it, you're doing that with our $18.
Yeah, $18 of that car is ours, man.
You fucking bastards, give us our $18.
But Joey's been really cool with us. He messaged us, he's emailed us a few times.
Yeah, Joey Salads is really cool. So.
Just a comment from the chat room. Miss Anonymous says, that's the issue. They're not trained or neutral. They would need people that at least know the basics around fair use and their TOS. I think that is a better system. And the fact is that YouTube doesn't want to pay them. They can't say, well, if they mass flag anybody, they just like, oh, well, we're not paying them anyway.
Class, we're like almost like you're taking a.
You're so stupid.
Like it's still free, but it's a voluntary class. You go into it and you just learn what fair fucking use is.
Right.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. They want you to hire a lawyer. That is their end game. Is, hey, fair use is not what we decide. That is a government law. So you want to defend your fair use, you hire a lawyer. You go through that expense. And that's what you see with the Bible Reloaded. Yeah. Is going through that.
Oh yeah,
I checked today, by the way, and they have $81,000 in their fucking fund, and so the Cristiano brothers better watch their fucking dicks, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping
to get it done.
I am so hoping that they take them down. I hope they take them down. And
that'd be great.
Could you imagine if the Cristiano brothers had been able to, and one of their videos, they flagged several of their videos, for example.
Oh, they said like 5 of them right in a row.
Yeah, 5 in a row. Yeah.
And one of them that didn't even have anything that had no content of theirs at all. They were just talking about it, and they flagged that, which is illegal. And the fact is that because they did this, is like, oh fucking hell no, gauntlet's down. You just fucking, and they're picking it up, and they're gonna go after those motherfuckers.
I love it.
I do too.
Honestly, I think Fane is actually the one that brought it to Philly D's attention because you're the one that tweeted Philly.
Yeah, because I went ape shit about it because it's something I give a fuck about, and I love Hugo and Jake. Those guys are cool as shit.
So so Fane called me up the morning. He was all fired up about because I hadn't seen it yet, and he had sent it out to Philly DeFranco, and like that was the video, the #1 story on Philly's channel. That thing, and he gave $500, something like that.
Yeah, he gave like $500 and then put it on his channel.
Blasted it out.
Even though when in his news he was saying, whether or not I agree with what the Bible Reloaded is saying and what their channel's about, one thing I do agree with is their right to say it.
Yeah. That's why I don't think an atheist would get on there and have a wild hair up his ass or her ass. And say, yeah, I don't like the fact that you guys are spouting off this crap. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying
I know a group that might do that.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying there's the possibility is there. I'm not saying it's impossible, but the chances I think is a little lower. But that's just my opinion, of course. But with Christians, I've had conversations with Christians. They'd rather just shit on you than because you're just saying something you don't like, and that's it.
Satan.
Yeah.
Satan?
Could it be Satan?
We have a potential Josh Fierstein video in the works. It's not, the full idea isn't flushed out yet, but it's going to happen. I think another, I love that fat bastard.
I do. I love him too, man. He's a crazy son of a bitch.
He's a silly shit. I love it.
Well, if you guys need help, you know where to reach me. There is
main of 3. The only people allergic to free speech seem to be SJWs. I would have to say anybody who has a dogmatic view of life, whether it's religious or some other form of a view of society. They're the ones who are the most easily offended because they're rigid in their thinking, and they think that everybody should agree with them.
Yeah.
And don't be fooled. I see this same thinking in the skeptic community.
Yes.
I see it with some of the, don't think for a second that there aren't groups in the skeptic community that would go on flagging attacks of feminist videos, MTV, of TYT, all of them. Don't think that the same thing wouldn't happen from the anti-SJWs. It's not just an SJW thing; it's a follower thing.
Oh yeah,
thank
that
you.
Mentality,
and the way that I don't know, followers of certain popular YouTubers.
How do you want to name names? You want to name names? Come on, name names. Say it. We know who you're talking about. Say it.
No, I got the vapors. I'm gonna faint. I'm tapping out. Okay. But yes, yeah. You get
my vapors.
Somebody grab my fancy couch.
Who's in my closet?
God, that was really lame of me. I'm sorry.
Now,
shit.
Losing my corset, dude.
What this basically is going to come down to is mob rule. And that's what I am deathly afraid of that. Because, like I said,
me too.
One of our videos, I mean, like I said, it's the most popular video only because the fact is so many people fucking hate it. And I'm like, Thank you. I'm glad you hate it. I've had people call me, oh, see how many people hate the video? That means you're stupid and you're wrong. It's like, that has nothing to do with it. It has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Assholes found the video.
We're just being assholes. We just said something you don't like, and that's that's fine. With the YouTube video.
So respond.
YouTube, yeah.
So talk about it. So let's talk about it. Fucking talk about it. But if people get banned, if people get blocked, then the discussion is over, and that's what I really hate.
No, I have no problem with banning people, because the fact is, I've had people come on my on that channel, and they start saying, "Well, I'm going to make sure you get banned or whatever," because they don't like that idea. I was like, that's not a conversation. Then you're just being a hateful bitch at that point. So I just like, fuck off, die, go away. You're not allowed here anymore. If you don't like my videos, I don't give a shit.
We've gotten so into the trolls that show up on our channel.
Yeah,
and we actually got like a ranking system now, because we've had some really good trolls that have left.
Yeah,
some
of them that have hurt us too.
Some that hurt, but they were like, they cracked us up, because some of the hate comments we get just will make us laugh. But then we've had some trolls that are like really bad at trolling. Like they're just like, fuck you, faggots. I'm like,
oh yeah,
lame.
actually,
a swing and a miss.
After this, we're gonna. I think we've talked ourselves into actually covering just doing a quick video on one of the comments we just recently got. That is
there might be a video up tomorrow.
So terrible that we just fucking think it's hilarious.
It's it's probably one of the best comments. It's moved straight to the top of the ranks.
It's not the most hurtful. The most hurtful was that one guy who said "not your best." that really stung, dude.
Oh, it was a good video, but it wasn't your best. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
Yes, it was. That was our best.
Yeah, but I think because we have a lot of people that have been asking why we haven't put a video out recently. It's been crazy. It's been a very busy month
of vacationing for you.
I've been really swamped with vacations. I can't get out of it. Look, I had no choice. If I want to keep going snowboarding with you and shit, I have to take the girl to Alaska and shit. I tried to drop her ass off. I want to tell you something.
But instead you brought her back with a ring on her finger. What the fuck?
I'm such an idiot. So,
anyway.
I'm just going to drink my wine over here.
Oh, sorry, everybody. We're just talking about whatever the fuck we want.
We're spinning up right now. We're just going to start...
Yeah, starting to get emotional, Dad.
I'm flagging this.
Flag is sit down. Mass flag. Select all.
Yeah, just select all. Flag everything.
Flaggets.
The flaggers. Anyway. But the thing is, if they had actually implemented this differently, instead the way they did, which I think is totally bogus and bullshit, I think that they might actually have a better product. If they, there's like, okay, you want to go in and just, help put in the content of, what people are saying, whether you like it or don't agree with it or you do agree with it or whatever, then I have no problem with that. But the fact is, they put in like, well, you can mass flag videos and you can have a channel fucking removed.
Yeah,
that's where they fucking went wrong.
That's what I say. They basically started saying, look, eventually you can turn yourself into a Hulk here on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. You could like help YouTube out. And maybe you get a couple bonuses here. We'll send you a YouTube T-shirt if you do this one.
You get to go to the party.
Yeah, well, a YouTube party was here. You get an invite if you get to this level. But not get into the point where like, hey, by the way, you can fuck somebody over if you feel like it. Yeah. We're not going to look at it.
Exactly. Yeah. And the person that made that point earlier, these people are not trained. They should have training. They should absolutely have training. And if they're going to be doing this, and which they're doing for free, if they get caught, I don't know, mass flagging of channel, like, let's just say some Christian got on here and said, I don't like the fact that you said something bad about this haunted house, so I'm going to make mass flag your channel, so you go away, and you can't say anything bad about haunted houses anymore, then I won't have any recourse on this, but I'm hoping that they will go and say, hey, why did you mass flag it? Well, they said something bad about this haunted house, and they were swearing or whatever. It's like, okay, well, the swearing I can kind of look at and go, all right, fine. But the fact that you didn't like the fact they said something about your haunted house, then we're going to take your
abilities away.
Yeah. What is the recourse? They don't say anything about that.
They never said that you can ever like lose your thing by improperly flagging something.
Right. maybe once you get into the community, or the heroes community, the zeros community, I like to call them.
Right.
If they get in there and say, well, if you get caught doing this, you're going to get removed, and then your channel gets shut down or whatever.
You never get to be a hero again.
Yeah, you never get to be a hero again.
Oh.
But what's to stop them from saying, okay, hey, I just make up a new channel, and then I'm going to do the same thing and come in with a new name or whatever, and then they're not going to know. There's no way for them to know.
Unless they start blocking out IP addresses.
Yeah, that'll be the next thing. They'll have to start marketing us via IPs.
Ugh. Sorry, getting a headache.
This is really fucking complicated. And the fact is, there is no repercussions as far as I know. I mean, it's not been discussed yet. What are the repercussions for them?
Skynet just go live and we just start fighting Terminators so we can all be on the same page?
Yeah, then everybody
I think it's about time.
Agrees.
There's no racism anymore. No one gives a shit about Allah or whoever. It's just kill Terminators, bro.
Yeah. Seriously, perspective, dude. That's what we need. Also, a complete wasteland.
Yeah. Tarvey in the chat room
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Start in Wisconsin. We'll work the way down.
Zero. Yeah.
Torvian in the chat room says, if the person doesn't work for Google, then Google is not legally responsible for what the person flags. He's absolutely correct on that point. So this way they can say, he doesn't
they wipe their hands clean of it. It's like,
mea culpa, washing my hands of the whole thing.
That's the whole
and
thing, but
and they have free work for people, doing all this stuff.
That's like a pilot of a plane allowing the kid to fly. When he crashes, and then he goes, "Yeah, but I wasn't flying the plane at the time."
Yeah, exactly.
Don't the man behind the curtain.
I think it should be available to people like us that if, let's just say, Sofane, you guys, someone gets a wild hair up their ass, they flag your channel out of existence because they didn't like something you said about big fat fuck with the ball cap. What's his face?
Feuerstein.
Mine
Feuerstein.
Let's just say Feuerstein gets on there. Let's just say Feuerstein gets on there. He goes, I don't like that what you said about me. I mass flagged your channel out of existence. Since there's no repercussions, I'm wondering, and I would hope that we would have the ability to fucking sue them for the lost revenue and for getting the channel demonetized or removed. I would like that. That should be available as an option for us.
Yeah, we would have that. That's part of what the lawyers were telling Hugo and Jake.
Yeah.
Was you have that, but the thing is, they also told Hugo and Jake, this is going to cost you $100,000.
Right. Yeah, at the most, it's going to cost you $100,000.
$100,000 to go through the whole process,
and maybe you'll get your money back. And at some point, you start going, do I want to spend $100,000 to potentially get money back?
Do I want to fucking pretend I have $100,000?
Yeah.
I don't have $100,000.
I don't have to. I barely have 2 fucking quarters to run together. It's
absurd. Said you did. You said you got 50 cents.
Well, yeah, 50 cents. Well, it went to pay a bill, so it's like I don't even have it anymore. So
fuck the Cristiano brothers.
Yeah, fuck the Cristiano brothers. Fuck those guys.
Woo! God, flag the fuck out of these fucks.
Fuck. Flagged. We're flagged now. We're flagged now because we said go fuck the Cristiano brothers. So
what was the
okay. Fuck you. We could look into the history of fuck you and what that has to do with anything, but it had more to do with the cutting off of the fingers of archers in some ancient
in France.
Ancient conflict. So yes.
Yeah, that's where, as I understand it, that's where this came from. Is because they would pull, they would pluck the thing there.
That's what I really meant.
Yeah,
there. So I'm just saying that for the record.
Yeah, you should see how Pat and I treat eunuchs. Same thing.
Whatevs. Did the whole chat turn into a tomato thing? What is going on?
The chat.
I'm ignoring the tomatoes in the chat room.
Look, I apologize, my man.
That's all right. They're just trying to goad us. They're trying to goad us to start talking about tomatoes, but and they work. God damn it! But it's too late.
It's Fane's fault. He started the whole tomato problem.
No, dude.
Oh, whatever.
All right, look. Let's not get into that again.
Wars of 2016
and tangerines and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway. But I mean, it's gotten so bad. I actually started to go through some of my older videos, and I'm like, okay, let's see which words that they don't like, and I'm just gonna go.
Tomatoes. I'm just going to start flagging.
Yeah, flag tomatoes.
Flag tomatoes.
And oranges. I'm flagging all produce, dude.
Oh God.
Could you wait a minute? Let's
Puberty love. Yes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Thank you so much.
Could you imagine for a second that a vegan gets on there? It's like you guys talked about eating meat, and you're talking about how you cook a steak, and it's like let's just say I know we're coming up at the end of our hour here, but let's just say the vegans do that, and they goes like, well, I want to mass promote veganism and pull it, and it's like. They didn't say anything wrong in their show. Nothing wrong. They didn't say fuck. They didn't say shit. They didn't say there's like, oh, this is how you prepare the steak, and you rub it down. And it's like, oh, I don't like you eating meat. Flag gone.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, that exists. Have you guys not watched Vegan Gains?
Yeah,
that's what his channel is. He's fucking militant, crazy fuck talking about killing babies and
he's
nothing
out of his
makes.
mind.
Yeah, he's out of his fucking mind, and he's vegan. And he'll sit there and talk about how bad he fucking hates kids and wants to smash their fucking heads in. Only eat veggies.
It's a weird thing.
Yes, it is. Don't eat pigs, everybody. But fuck babies.
But that's what it seems like this new generation is about. It's not being better than the other guy, trying to get your message out better. It's knock the other guy's knees out from underneath him, so while he's scrambling to try to pull shit back together, you can get your message out that way, so you don't have to be a better person.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to have better arguments. You can have the only argument.
Adam Carolla talked about this in his book. He said something about back in the day, you'd walk down the street and you see Mr. Carmichael pulling into his his house with a Cadillac, and the son would look up his dad and go, look, I want a car like that. And his dad say, well, if you work really hard, study real hard, and study, and be great, you can eventually own a Cadillac just like Mr. Carmichael. And they use Mr. Carmichael's like, you're the top of the heap. And then nowadays it's like, fuck Mr. Carmichael, throw a rock at his car because I don't want him to have that shit. I think he should be kicked out of the neighborhood because I don't need him rubbing how rich he is in my face in front of my kids and my family and all that shit. Like, that's where we are now. Instead of just like trying to be better, we'd rather just shit on the people that are better than you.
Right. Well, we are at the end of our hour. Before we go, I want to say this right here. I want to read this from the chat room. Doc and Doug. The hardest part about being a vegetarian atheist is the babies are just so delicious.
They are.
They are. But anyway, all right. We're like I said, we're at the end of our hour. Pat, Fane, what is your very last thoughts on it?
Go Heroes!
Yeah, dude, I can't wait to sign up for the program. We're really looking forward to this. Thanks, YouTube.
Tomatoes are out.
Woo, level 4, here we come. High
five. Tom, you haven't said a whole lot tonight, but I know you had a lot. I'm sure you had a lot to say. What did you?
The trouble is, my daughter was here and talking to me, and I put it on mute, and I'd forget it was on mute, and I'd say something, and nobody would respond and be like, what's going on?
I did that whole gaming last night.
Oops.
I was trying to be quiet, and I was too quiet.
Yeah.
Anyways, Heroes just want to see the world burn.
That's
crushing it, Tom. Okay. Crushing it. You know what? You did say a lot, but what you did say moved people, bro.
Yes.
Connie, your last thoughts, please.
What Tom said.
She still got the vapors.
Oh, grab her fainting couch.
Smelling salt, please. Rush to me. My word.
All right. My final thoughts on this: if YouTube is going to do this, they need to rein it in a little bit, and there's some major changes that should be done to this before it is actually let out live to the community. Before it destroys the community overall. Some people don't think it will because YouTube makes changes and it still survives. But I think something like this is just a big fucking mistake, and mob rule never solved anything. Look at the 1920s, for example. I'm just saying, if you can't learn from history, you're never going to know. All right, we'll be back next week with our regular short show. Until then, this has been Okay, Let's Talk.
And that's a wrap.